Every year, 48 million individuals within the United States become sick due to conditions related directly to foodborne illness. While pathogenic bacteria are frequently the cause, other biological contaminants such as viruses and parasites can also be the causative agent. This video will briefly discuss these two additional biological contaminants, viruses and parasites. Along with bacteria, biological contaminants of food responsible for many illnesses are various viruses and parasites. Fungi and molds can also contribute to this type of illness, but they are just not as common. Things get confusing when talking about foodborne illness because there are so many different components that can make people sick. Because viruses require a living host to replicate, illness from viruses are primarily the result of either poor hygiene or cross-contamination. Hepatitis A, norovirus, and rotavirus are some of the common offenders, with norovirus being the leading cause of food-related illness within the U.S. 20 million individuals each year are infected with this virus, either through contact with sick individuals or contaminated food. The CDC estimates that 70% of the food-related norovirus illnesses are due to contamination via food service workers who have the virus. This virus is so virulent that just 18 viral particles can cause illness within an individual. That equates to the number that can fit on a pinhead being enough to infect over 1,000 individuals. Proper hand washing and following set protocols for proper hygiene should reduce or eliminate the chances of an outbreak occurring. Foods that do not require heating are usually the foods involved in the outbreaks, since cooking to proper temperatures can destroy many viruses. Freezing is not as effective. Parasites include protozoa and multiple types of worms, and while many can survive outside of a host successfully, in order to multiply, a host is typically required. Since many parasites develop in multiple stages, transmission can occur via numerous methods. One of the most common parasites is Giardia Duodenalis, the causative agent in giardiasis. Improperly cooked meat and contaminated drinking water are the most common forms of its transmission. Proper cooking and sometimes freezing will kill many of these parasites, but still, poorly handled food can pose a risk. Transmission of the parasite many times requires that parasite to be in its cyst form, as that is the protective form that is resilient and allows it to survive outside of a host. Trichinosis or toxoplasmosis are two more types of parasitic infections that may sound more familiar to you. Obtaining your food from trusted and verifiable vendors, especially shellfish, can help decrease both viral and parasitic illness as a result of your food production environment, as long as the food, once received, is also handled properly. RDStudy.com video tutorials are produced and owned by Nutrition News Network, LLC. Any copying, reuse, or redistribution, in full or in part for any purpose without the written consent of Nutrition News Network, LLC, is prohibited. All rights reserved.